Okay, you guys may hate me by the end of this video, but you're gonna have to stick around to find out why. But for now, let's get into the normal episode, and today we're going to be doing a full walk around of the car at its current state. So I'm trying out a new camera setup today as well. I've just bought myself a Canon G7X Mark II. I've just got on the tripod, no microphones, no nothing. We'll see how the sound goes and the picture quality, because I'm still playing around with it. So let's take a look at our first mod. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the engine bay. Now, there's a reason why, but I have never done anything to the inside of this engine bay performance-wise or anything. So that's why you guys have never seen a video for it, and I'll explain later about why is that. So we'll start on the front end with obviously the most obvious thing is our bronze badge. Now this is the second time lucky. The first time, as you guys know, we used a dodgy paint and it didn't go so well in the sun. So we've got a proper, I'm pretty sure it was a 2-pack paint done on it. It come out heaps good. It's really glossy still, and it's been a few months since I've done it. And it has no signs of UV damage or anything from the sun like that. Second thing that I've never shown you guys before is obviously my number plate. Now yes, I've always got them on the car, but I always had them covered up and I never had a P plate involved. Now a lot of you guys don't know this, but from my straight pipe video especially, I had tons and tons of comments about it not being a V8. Well, that's my reason, guys. If you don't live in Australia, you won't know, but in Australia, if you have your P plate, it is technically a provisional license, which is a restricted license, and it restricts you from driving certain cars, certain types of cars, certain horsepowers. It's all a power to weight ratio pretty much, and sadly a 6.4 litre SS or whatever they are is not P plate legal. So there's my reason for not owning a V8. Another thing we done was this DIY plastic dip sports armor. Now you can go to Holden yourself and pick up a sports armor that I'm pretty sure bolts on or clips on or something like that. I think they cost about 220 to 250 bucks or so. Now I don't really want to spend 200 bucks on something I'm going to scrape the crap out of on any driveways or anything like that if I don't angle. So I went with the plastic dip. Now yes, there are some watermarks on it, but all in all it actually came out pretty good, and I think I've done a pretty good tape job on it to make those lines pretty straight. Next thing we've got here is some eyelids. Now again, you can buy these for about 50 bucks and they're a little plastic thing that goes over the top. I done a DIY job. I got some black gloss vinyl and just pretty much made my own line, I guess from pictures of other V8 Commodores with the proper thing. Quick little sticker on there, and the other side doesn't have a sticker, it's just the black eyelid. There's something really simple you can do if you just want to spruce up your headlights a bit. Now I can't really remember all the videos I have done for the car, so whatever ones I have done that I speak about now, I'll link them up in the top corner if you want to go check them out. Otherwise you'll be learning about it fresh now, which there will be a few because some were just simple little things I didn't worry about. So now we're going to move on to the most obvious thing, which is obviously the wheels. They're an SSW Genesis 2. They're a 20 by 8.5 inch wheel with some 245/35/20. I love these wheels. I think they look great. They're a pain in the ass to clean if you're really meticulous about cleaning. I'm trying to get down in here and it's just dirty as. Which, by the way, the car is pretty dirty at the moment because we've been having the worst weather. And honestly, it was raining an hour ago, bucketing down now. It's kind of sunny, and the whole car has just got that dusty film on it. Another thing we done was we painted the brake calipers again, just like we done the front badge. Again, that was the second time lucky with the bronze 2-pack paint that I got from my uncle. Now that was a custom paint made for me, and I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. I haven't put any gloss colors over it or anything. The only thing it has got is a primer underneath it, but it's just an edge primer and it's worked really well. Up under the wheel arch we have got some King springs sitting on Munro shortened shocks. Now this is a proper setup if you ever want to do it. A lot of people just put the shocks on their stock suspension. I wanted to do it properly and spend the money to get a comfortable ride, and honestly I couldn't tell the difference. I still can't tell the difference from a stock suspension setup. The only thing's different is obviously it's a bit lower. I'm pretty sure it's running double SLs in the front and SLs in the rear. That's just the lowered setup of how they send it to you. So if you go on the King website, that's how they send it to you and stuff. On the side here we have got a night shaded side marker. I think it's called side marker, side blinker, whatever you want to call it. That was just a fair few coats of nightshade. I think that turned out pretty well. You can tint them if you want to do something different, and a lot of you guys actually made the comment of why didn't I take it off? Well, honestly I didn't look into it much. I just went for it, and then afterwards I realized you could take it off. So if you guys want to make it easier for yourself, take it off, I guess, but it was just as easy just to do it straight on the car. So we'll move to the rear half of the car. Now obviously something that really stands out is the different tail lights. Now they are a full LED, I think they're called an Altiza tail light setup for the VE Commodore. It's just an aftermarket setup. Actually a lot of people run them, and because it's the black in the rear with the clear screen on it, it is legal in Australia. They have great light output. I got pulled over once and the cop was going to pull me up for it, but I proved to him that it was a clear and you could see the lights perfectly. Honestly, he was just being a dickhead, but we sorted that one out. I whacked white LED reversing lights in here and LED blinkers while I was doing the install, as you guys saw. Remember to put the resistor in the blinkers. That whole setup cost me, I think the lights were about $350 and the LEDs, this is all off eBay by the way, cost about 45 bucks for all the LEDs that I needed. Something else we have on the rear is the carbon fiber boot lip. Now this is, I forget the design type of it is, but it's just a small little kicker. It's a bit like a senator wing sort of, except it doesn't follow down onto the rear of the trunk, if you know what I mean. It's a bit hard to explain. But I really enjoyed that. As you guys saw, I had to make the holes a little bit bigger to be able to fit it, but again, that was a pretty simple install to do, and I've actually got a lot of compliments for the lip, so that's a bonus. Up the top we have a genuine Holden rear sunshade. Now I'm going to be transparent with you guys, I think that cost about $150 from Holden genuinely. They wanted about the same on eBay and everything, and online prices and all that sort of stuff. So I went straight to the dealership and picked it straight off them. I think they had to order it in, and may have took a day or two, but super simple install. Again, you need 2 people, that's all. And it's only double-sided tape, so it's really easy. Now we have a few various stickers on the car, as you've seen in previous videos. I did have a front windshield banner, as you guys saw when I installed it. Well, the same day I got pulled over for that, the guy actually went and told me that I need to rip it off because it is illegal that it touches my wiper blade. So that really sucked, but I ripped that off straight there and then, so he didn't defect me for it, which I'm super stoked with because yeah, I didn't want to get a defect for a sticker. As you can see, I've taken the tow ball out. That was purely because of, well actually the next video was seen, I've already filmed it. I still need to put it all together, but the next video you will see, that's the reason I took that out. Now let's talk about the exhaust. Now this is a massive controversial thing with you guys, it seems to be. I have gone through a few different exhaust setups and some you're not even aware of. So from the start, stock, we had quad tip hot dog mufflers, you guys knew that. Then we straight piped the mid section and still had the hot dog mufflers on there for a bit. You guys saw that. I'm pretty sure that's when I made the video about it. I still had the hot dogs on there. Went home that afternoon, put the stock single tip SV6 mufflers back on and quieted the car down so much that it was actually really sad. I drove around and honestly I hated the super quiet, and it just made it sound like it had like a exhaust leak somewhere or something. It was really, it's hard to explain, it was really like airy, or I don't know, it just sounded like a quiet tractor chugging away. Ended up getting some SSV stock mufflers, which are the ones that are on there right now. Got them for free off a mate, so that was awesome. And then it come to the cutouts, because those mufflers made it a little bit nicer of a tone, but it was still really quiet and it still had that weird noise about it. So then I wanted to go really obnoxious, and I knew it would be bad, but I went and got some cutouts because that was something I had been wanting for actually a really long time. Finally got the cutouts, installed them, loved it for the first week or so. Honestly, it sounded like a tin can. First week I didn't really know it because I was absolutely in love with the car being loud again, but after a while it just got unbearable and it was really tinny and I just hated it, and I often drove around with the cutouts closed. I would only open the cutouts ever if I was feeling a bit obnoxious, just wanted to be a dickhead, and also always cruising with mates and it was just a bit of a laugh. So that's the point that you guys have seen up to, and that's probably what you think I've got on the car right now. But again, I've actually gone and done another thing, and I put it on Facebook to swap the straight pipe out, and I ended up getting someone who swapped me for an SSV standard mid pipe, and honestly I put that on the car. Now I still got the cutouts, by the way. It sounds quiet and everything like that when the cutouts are closed, and it's alright, but often I just drive with the cutouts straight open now because it actually, I'm really happy with how it sounds. It's a bit like when I done the hot dog mufflers, except it just does not drone. It's so good. Alright, I'm going to quickly interrupt this footage because I forgot to get a exhaust clip. So obviously you can see we're at a different spot, different clothes, all that sort of stuff. I'm going to get a quick exhaust clip for you now because of the new setup. Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, that's with the cutouts open. Obviously I'm not going to worry about showing you it with it closed because, well, it just sounds exactly stock. So that's it open. Sounds heaps better. I'm sure you guys like that a lot better. Still not a V8, I know, I'm sorry, but I hope you guys like it a bit more. Let's get back to the original video. So that's the exhaust setup we're up to now. Just a recap of that, we have an SSV mid pipe, we have SSV mufflers with cutouts off the side. That's it. Okay, so now to the boot setup. You guys have known about the 12-inch 1000-watt Fusion subwoofer that I built in ages ago, and the 1600-watt monoblock Fusion amplifier. But what you don't know is I had actually whacked in a 1300-watt Pioneer box subwoofer, which you can see up the back there. Now that thing cost me about 20 bucks off Facebook or something, just because I wanted some extra bass. This built in here was good and all that sort of stuff, but I wasn't able to really hear it in the cabin, which is what I really wanted. So I got that for about 20 bucks on Facebook. It is in great condition. The only thing is, I think it had a bit of Velcro on the bottom because he must have stuck it to the boot of his car or something like that, whatever. But so far, it served me really well. It works perfectly and it kicks out some really good bass. Now I've got that wired up in a parallel way. So pretty much out of the amplifier, it goes to the first Fusion subwoofer. And then from there, I've actually attached cables going off to the Pioneer. Now the whole mathematics behind it is a single subwoofer is 4 ohms, and if you put it in parallel with the second one, it halves the resistance, which then gives you the ability to push more power because there's less resistance. So that was my idea behind that, and it worked really well. I'm super happy with it, and it doesn't take up too much boot space, which honestly I don't really use the boot that much anymore anyway, so it's quite good and it's subtle. I really enjoy it. It's really good, and 20 bucks. I can't pass that up. Okay, now to the interior of the car. I really haven't done that much. We got rid of the center speaker up the top here. That made the sound a lot better than what it is. Still haven't replaced any of the speakers, just got rid of that. Sounds better. Another thing we done was the bronze vinyl on this center front trim piece, whatever you would call it. It pretty much just, I like it, it breaks up the black, makes a little bit of color come into the car from the outside. I'm trying to tie it all in with the bronze. And a bass remote down here, which you guys all know about anyway. Another thing I had done in here was the headliner was redone just because it was sagging a ton. I actually had it up with thumbtacks for a while, which was pretty funny. So I had coloured stars all in my roof, I guess. Alright guys, that has been everything we've done to the car, inside and out. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching that. I actually enjoyed showing it all because some things I actually forgot I'd done, to be honest. I have learnt a lot of things about modifying cars from this car, and honestly it has been a huge stepping stone for me to start working my way up into better cars, more high performance, and just different content that I want to make. This car really set off the YouTube channel. I absolutely applaud it and you guys for getting me to crack over 1,000 subscribers. Now honestly, that was a massive milestone for me. It's really small in the big picture, but that was pretty big, and I'm so happy that you guys pushed it over that, and I'm so happy that this car was the reason for you guys watching these videos. I really hope I've inspired a few of you to maybe modify your car, create a YouTube video. That would be amazing. Or even just get out there in the car scene and copy the builds. You know, just look at different things and brainstorm ideas to do to your car from other people's visions. Now the sad news that you guys may not like me for, that I'm sure you've been waiting for, or you've skipped to the end to see this part, but it comes a time when you need to start getting bigger and better, and things just need to change. So sadly, I'm going to be selling the Commodore. I've owned this car for 2 years, had an absolute blast with it. It's taught me so much and it has really kicked off the channel. I would highly recommend this for any P-plater as well. It's a great car to work on. Parts aren't that expensive and really common to find. You can find them just about anywhere. Now I really want to tell you the reason why I'm actually going to be upgrading, but I will be telling you in a couple of videos. The next video you guys will see will be something that I have actually put a lot of effort into. I've already filmed it. I bought myself a Zion Crane 2, which for you guys that don't know that, that's a gimbal, which is a motorized stabilizer. I really tried super hard getting some really nice shots, and I'm going to try super hard with editing it all together in a professional manner. It's basically going to be its last hurrah, a big going out video for the car, a big show off video, and I'm really proud to be able to post that. I can't wait to start editing it, and honestly it's going to be heaps of fun. Now this car has given me great joy, very practical for what I've been using it for, but it's time to move on to bigger things. Again, I will explain that in the next coming videos because I've actually bought a new car. I'll be giving you a walk around of it. It is completely stock again. I've already got a couple of parts waiting that I'm going to be putting on soon. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the channel. Thank you guys for watching this video in particular. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the videos on the channel, and hope you guys enjoy the videos that are coming to you very soon. The next video will be the big reveal for this car. I'm super excited to edit and post that one for you guys. I think it's going to be awesome. And then following that, we'll have the new car reveal. Again, super stoked on that. And let's just hurry up and get to the new videos. Remember to click one of those 2 videos on the end screen, and see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.